versus Team Spheriz Falcon, A&E featuring Anix, Ari, Rambo and Complex versus Chibble, Ben, Tankrom and Gorzide. So starting us off with Complex in this round. Player from the Netherlands representing A&E in the red colours here, as we can see. Ari up in the lead at the moment, followed by Complex. However, there is an abundance of blue players behind them. We have Rambo down at 5th, so we'll stay with A&E just for the moment. We go a bit further back the field. We see Chibble keeping pace with the players at the top, certainly doing a good job for Team Spheriz Falcon so far. And we do have the round being taken by A&E with Complex in the lead. Ari, Chibble. Hold on. The mode settings are fucked. Settings. Nope, not that one. Yeah. So we will go with Ben from this round of Team Spheriz Falcon. And Ben seems to be representing Acorn as well, although Acorn not participating in this tournament. Following his teammate Chibble here. I have Tankrom and Gorzide here, but Anix and Complex up at the front. Complex goes for the kind of no airtime. Right, so that round goes to them. Right, so I'm okay, Black Duck. Appreciate it, man. Oh, thank you for asking, rather. Anyway, 1-1 due to a bit of confusion there with the points. That's my fault there, but nevertheless, 1-all for the teams. So we see here Gorzide. We'll watch him at the moment. He is down in 6th position at the moment. He has a full field ahead of him here, so a bit of a few tight turns coming up here. See what he can do. He can overtake Ari, as mistake being made by Ari. You see the different lines there being taken by Anix, going for a little jump there. Oh, and now Rambo up slightly ahead, looking to catch up on Chibble slightly. And you see here Complex and Anix at the front will secure the first place for A&E. And Spheriz just not with the pace to keep up at the moment. Yeah, I know, Ken's, as I said, that's probably my bad. Echo Rapid is picking, that's weird. Who knows? Their team, not ours. Anyway, let's focus on Chibble, who seems to be doing the best for the team so far. He doesn't have a login according to this, so... Anyway, Chibble running the AAA skin here, overtakes Gorzide. He went a bit too wide there. Long left-hander here with another kind of extra drift you kind of need to add on to the end there, slowing your car down a little bit. Again, this section's the most, by far the most interesting part of the map, as you see some players get their time and then go when they didn't intend it, and then go straight into the wall. So we have Anix having to save the round here. Rambo as well in the battle for the top positions, but he goes too close to the inside there and does brush against the wall. So first place for Anix here might not be enough for an A&E point. And 4 players of Spheriz following, and too much mistakes from the players. Complex, Rambo and Ari failing. And that brings Spheriz up to 2 points. So good job for them so far. They're keeping equal with A&E at the moment. And let's see what they can do. We focus on Tankrom here. Primarily French team as Spheriz. Another mistake there being made by Anix, who has 24 points at the moment, so looking good for him at least in the point standings, but not at least in this round. See Complex up in lead again. His second in points. Chibble drops down. Let's focus on... Oh, that was Anix crashing as well. We'll watch Gorzide, who is leading the pack for Spheriz at the moment, but he does have 3 A&E players in front. That's not good news for Gorzide and the rest of Spheriz. Rambo making a mistake. Rambo drops down, so if Spheriz get these next 4 positions, they've got 3, but they do not get the 4th Tankrom. Too far behind to overtake Rambo in this round. It will go to A&E. 3-2 at the moment, so A&E in the lead, and of course they win this map, they will be able to ban the next map. But nevertheless, let's stick with Gorzide at the moment, see if any Spheriz players can step up, bring the team to the next level, and maybe put the A&E guys under some pressure here. They're making a lot of mistakes. Speaking of mistakes though, Gorzide gets one, drops down. Let's go back to Ben. Top 3 here at the moment for A&E, closely followed by another 3 of Spheriz. Any mistakes here? Complex going really close to the wall, gets a no slide, drops down, overtaken by Chibble, Rambo and Anix. Ben also. Doesn't look like it will be enough for Spheriz though. They don't look like they have the pace on this map, and Ben makes a big mistake there, drops all the way down to the back, and it turns out to be another A&E or red round, with Rambo taking the top position. So we see now we're up to 4-2 at the moment to A&E. So if they manage to get a bit of momentum, it looks as if of course Spheriz will struggle quite heavily to stop them. They just look as if they're in the position only to capitalise on the mistakes of the other players, but if they don't make mistakes, then it might put Spheriz in a bit of trouble here. However, I only see three players up at the top. It means Ari's fallen somewhere. Where is Ari? Very far behind is Ari. So let's go back up to Tankrom, who's chasing down Rambo here. Oh, Gorzide takes a bit too much speed through there. Doesn't get overtaken by Tankrom though, so maybe it's just kind of a different line he likes to take there. Chibble drops down as well, the top performer there for Spheriz. And Tankrom makes the same mistake Ben made in the last round, and the round goes to A&E again, with Complex this time taking first position. Anix and Rambo getting the 3rd and the 4th to secure the round. Ben, however, a bit of a shining light there for Spheriz, getting the 2nd place, and if his teammates can back him up, who knows, Spheriz might actually be able to do something about this match. But regardless, we go into round number 8 here. Score is currently 5-2, so only 2 more points needed for A&E to take the victory in map number 1. Will be a best of 5 here, so the first 3 map points will take the win here. So let's focus on Complex, the current points leader. Chibble's dropped down early, very far behind. And let's see what Complex can do in this map. Using a lot of block mixed parts as this, the map by Bastamon. You can see here's an example of one of them. A very different lines be needing for these turns that the players aren't used to. Another kind of mesh modelled part there. It's a very unique map to say the least, and Complex showing that he's kind of got the flow of this map with a 43.40, so definitely not too far behind the world record at all. And the round will go to A&E as a result of the first 2 positions and then 5th being taken by the team. And that takes A&E up to 6 points, so will they be able to secure the map win on the first time of asking? That is the question. So, will be answered by round number 9 here. Let's focus on Chibble again. Chibble just behind Ben now in the points for Spheriz, and it doesn't look like he's going to make his situation any better there with a big crash into the wall there. Let's see what Ben can do though. Bit of a gap being formed here between the 4 A&E versus the 3 Spheriz left remaining. No mistakes this time over that tricky kind of left-hander by A&E. This time they're keeping all 4 players in the lead, but will it stay that way? Rambo a bit all over the place here. Seen a lot of mistakes made in this left-hander as well, but no one drops. Ben only getting 5th position, and A&E finish it off in style. A few 0.4s, 0.5 and a 0.6. So 7-2 for map number 1 to A&E. We move on to the second map, which will be picked by Spheriz. So our ban is Deep Prize, and we will see whatever Spheriz want to play. Fallen Kingdom. So Fallen Kingdom, the map by Owen and Harney. I believe this is the second map released in the tournament. So line up at the moment. Looks like we will have the dynamic Turkish duo of Uncons and Aniques. We'll have Complex as well, who is actually at Deddy 3 at the moment. Oh yeah, Ken's is in the second map, I forgot. Kappa. If only. So, a few warm-ups and we will get underway. So this is a second map here, so again, whoever loses this one will be able to pick the next map, but only after a ban has taken place. However, if Spheriz lose again, one more map will be banned, and then another map will be picked. So, looks like Rambo's looking at least relatively decent here. So the kind of format of this is very interesting for those who have not been seeing as much of the TMM season, or have been seeing it but not really understood what's going on. So it puts the kind of power of the match in the hands of the losing team, so it gives them an advantage over the winning team in the sense that even if they lose a map, they will still be able to pick the next map. So that then results in not only them being able to specifically train, so say they are undertrained on the first map, they can also use their time to prepare on a second or a third map in the event that they lose the first one, so that when they are so they're going to be more prepared, as of course the other team have no idea what's going to be picked. That then results in, you know, another team. So in this event, A&E will have, you know, only a few rounds to get warmed up on Fallen Kingdom, which is a map we haven't prepared. So that can be problematic for a team that's won the first map. However, that then puts the power in their hands in the event of it being a best of 3 or a best of 5, because that means A&E can pick the third map. So A&E pick whatever map they want for the third, and then they can secure it 2-1 in the event of being a best of 3, or they get the upper hand going into the rest of the bracket. Anyway, so hello Kartoffel, welcome along. We're just doing a final warm-up here. We will be having Aniques, Uncons, Rambo and Complex. Not on track for some reason. Oh yes, yeah, for some reason we're just under Ari. Versus Tankrom, Chibo, Gorzid and Ben. Right, so here we go. You're welcome, and no problem. So, map number 2, again, Uncons, Anix, Rambo and Complex versus Chibble, Ben, Tankrom and Gorzide. So, let's roll with Gorzide here at the moment to see what Spheriz Falcon have in store for us on Fallen Kingdom. Not looking too good for Gorzide at the moment, but early round. Only 20 seconds of the map gone. Although certainly looking more formidable on this map already are Spheriz Falcon. See here, there's certainly more blue colours up here in the top positions, but Ben is claimed by that tight section and a long right-hander. Tankrom taking the fight though. Let's go up to Tankrom going into the ending here. Can he do anything for Spheriz Falcon? He goes too wide at the end, allowing Rambo and Anix to overtake him, and the round goes to A&E with the top 3. So 1-0 to A&E at the moment, and they take the advantage on map number 2. So Spheriz Falcon have at least the element of surprise here, I suppose, but let's see what they can do here. Tankrom was a kind of shining star, at least in that first round for Spheriz. Let's see what we can do in round number 2. Good line going through the start. Oh, loses a lot of speed going through there though, and you can see already drops slightly back from the pack, but he does have backup here. Gorzide, Chibble and Ben, and Uncons makes a mistake here. The only red players are up at the front with Complex and Rambo, so Rambo's going to have to do quite a lot here. However, Gorzide fails. They're giving A&E a chance back into this round here, but Ben and Tankrom want to deny A&E any possible point, but Rambo's coming back here. So he gets the advantage coming out of the end. Ben and Tankrom and Chibble actually overtakes Rambo at the end there, and I believe that will be a round, or actually will it be a draw perhaps? It will actually be a blue round, so very good job there by the boys from Spheriz, taking it to 1-1. So certainly looking much better here are Spheriz. However, early mistake being made by Tankrom. Let's go up to Chibble, who was one of the better players of the last map. So we see here, definitely a better round from A&E here, but Spheriz certainly no slouch. He's with Ben and Gorzide up fighting for second place here at the moment. However, Chibble makes a mistake. Uncons will ride with, who is looking to at least stay in the 5th position here to secure the round, as Complex and Rambo have the first positions, but Rambo gets overtaken by Ben here. However, it will not be enough for a blue round, and Tankrom gives us a nice board slide there along the end. Finishing in style was a man from France. And let's ride with Uncons again. Currently bottom in points, but he did seem enthusiastic to play this map, so let's see what he's got in store for us. Complex, Rambo and Uncons up at the top with only Chibble here. The rest of Spheriz has dropped down. Let's see if we can find any of them. We can't because we've got no hotkeys. We have Tankrom all the way at the back here to ride with Anix, who's the furthest back A&E player. We see Chibble is still here fighting a good fight for Team Blue, but it looks as if all he's going to get is a token point here, denying an ace, and that's all he can get done. Complex, Rambo first 2 positions, Anix and Uncons following up, so looks as if the round will go to A&E once again, up to 3-1. So let's see what they can do in the next round. Complex on a good performance here so far. So it is 4 rounds have passed, and Complex has won, I believe, all of them so far. Let's see if that will stay the same way. Anix this time up in the lead, however. However, he's followed by Ben and Chibble of the blue team. Anix not getting the best speed out of here, so he's going to be overtaken by both Rambo and Complex. Oh, bit wide there was Rambo. Did Rambo crash or is he still going? Rambo was claimed by the wall. Chibble right here in the thick of things. Oh, Anik drops down. Will this be good for the blue team? It will be. So that will be a blue round as a result of late mistakes being made by the teams. And Neeks doesn't manage to finish, so that will be 3-2. So despite Complex's win there, not good enough for A&E. Let's see what they can do in the next round. Oh, little mistake there being made by Complex, went a bit too close to the inside there. We do have 4 Spheriz players up here. Only Rambo and Uncons defend them off here. Complex not too far behind, trying to catch up here. I believe he went a bit too wide there though. He did get claimed by the CPE, so he's all the way at the back here. Uncons and Rambo need to talk to if they're going to deny a point here from Spheriz. Uncons needs to overtake 2 at the end here. He's not got the best line and it looks as if they have it, so another round for Spheriz here. Great job so far by the French players. Mistakes being made once again by A&E, so are they perhaps feeling the pressure of the players? Of course, again, this is not their map pick, so matches in the hands of Spheriz at the moment. Let's see what they can do with it. Let's focus on Ben here at the moment, currently on 28 points, performing well. And Cons makes an early mistake. So key point here, no Spheriz players making mistakes throughout these rounds, which is very important for them. They might not have the same pace, but as we can see, it's not been pace that's getting them these rounds, it's been just consistency and taking advantage of mistakes, which is what you need to do in these type of matches. Ben and I believe that's Chibble making mistakes, does drop them down a bit further. So with Rambo, Anix and Complex up at the top, and the round will go to them. So top 3 to A&E. And they do get back on the winning trail, so they do take the lead again, up at 4-3 here at the moment. Complex doing a 42.719, showing certainly why I wanted to play this map. Let's watch Chibble here, currently again the points leader early on for Spheriz. I've had a problem in that last round, so let's see if he can recover from it. Tankrom going really inside there, loses a bit of speed on the exit as a result. Oh, Chibble going for a lot of speed there, does catch up slightly at the back of the pack. Complex still in the lead, but goes too wide there and crashes. However, instead this time there is 3 A&E players still up at the front. No other mistakes being made, and Ben, one challenging for the top, does get claimed by the right hand side edge and does come out of that round with nothing but 1 point, so very unlucky for him there. But the round does go to A&E again, and we are up on 5 points for A&E and 3 only for Spheriz at the moment. So 2 more points for A&E to take them on to the 2nd map point in a row here. Let's see what Complex can do this time. Current points leader only by 4 points though. Norwegian Rambo right behind them. Complex again going a bit too wide there. Uncons has made a mistake as well. Let's watch Uncons, see what he manages to do. Ben's crashed though. Rambo's down at the bottom of the pack here though. Bottom of this lead pack. We've got 3 Spheriz players up here at the top, so can they take this chance? Chibble drops down. It's down to Tankrom and Gorzai. Gorzai goes too wide. Only Tankrom left. Oh, Rambo crashes as well though, so big changes up at the top here. And Complex timing because that's can't finish. Tankrom takes the win though, and that will be important. So the rest of the A&E players have crashed. Rambo out of it, Complex as well, so it will go to 5-4. So Spheriz definitely showing they're not here just to make up numbers. They're here to get these good rounds in, they're here to get points wherever they can. And they're certainly being given these points by A&E. Good map choice clearly by Spheriz. They're playing well on it so far. Let's watch Gorzide, currently bottom in points. Let's see what kind of recovery he can make. He is at the top of the pack for Team Blue, however in front of him is 3 red players at the moment, so the round will be red when all is said and done. Let's see what Gorzide can do though. More speed coming through here into this long right-hander. Ooh, big mistake that being made there by Anix and Complex. Gorzide, is he going to go up into second? Uncons fails at the end, and Ben overtakes as well. So a big choke round there being done by A&E there. Lots of crashes up there at the end. I believe 3 A&E players crashed all at the end. And Gorzide, the man of the round there, got first place. See what we can do here again. Again, more mistakes being made by both teams of player, however. Advantage perhaps with Spheriz at the moment, as they do have 3 up here as compared to A&E's 2. However, these 2 are joint in top at the point, so there's certainly no slouches. Complex and Rambo going for it here. Let's go a bit fun. Let's take a look. Where are the rest? We've got Chebo down here. Crap. We'll just watch how the end of the round plays out from this perspective. Complex and Rambo take the top 2, so it will at least be a draw, and Anix takes 6th position, allowing A&E to get up to 6 points now. So if they secure the next round, they will secure map number 2. However, if any mistakes are made, we may be seeing the first tennis mode so far of the playoffs. So let's focus on Uncons here at the moment. Ooh, big mistake being made by Chebo and Anix. Problems there. Ben drops down as well. However, Gorzide and Tankrom are still here. The match is not yet over. Complex, Rambo and Uncons up in the top 3 though. Oh, that was Complex disappearing pretty much. Rambo falling down. Is this the round that Spheriz needed? Uncons makes a mistake as well. That's top 2 for Spheriz, and it looks as if this point will be going to them, and it does. So 6-6, and we do bring ourselves to tennis mode. And let's watch Anix, man of Turkey here, brother of Uncons, for those who did not know. Goes really close to the inside. There does Anix and risks clipping the inside, which would most times result in a crash. Top 4 this time for A&E though. They don't want this tennis mode to go any longer, but Anix dropping down. All up to Tankrom here. And there has been a big crash by A&E, and now Rambo falling down. Rambo crashes, and the rest of the field is made up of blue, so looks as if this round will go to Spheriz. So 7-6, so for the first time, Spheriz taking the advantage in this map. Let's see what can be done in response by A&E though. I believe there's a mistake being made early, don't know who it was by though. All 4 A&E players are here, and I believe 2 have already dropped down from Spheriz. Yep, so that is Chebo and Gorzide already down. Chebo the heavy hitter here at the moment. Oh, and another mistake there being made by Tankrom, I believe that was. So this should be a round for A&E. Let's see what they can do at the ending here though. Only Ben is left. We've seen chokes from A&E before. It looks as if Complex and Rambo are going to bring it home at least for the top 2. And Uncon's actually taking 2nd place as well. So there we go, bringing it to 7-7 here at the moment. So at the moment here, it's very close in points between 8th and 3rd at the moment. Only 7 points separating them. Now let's look at Ben, who's actually not too far behind the top in point, performing very well so far. Ooh, that was really wide there by Rambo. Ben, however, commentators curse, and he does go a bit too wide, does crash, trying to take too much speed under that ramp. We're up to Chibble here, and it has had a bit of a drop off within these past few rounds. However, Tankrom making a mistake as well though. Complex has made a mistake as well. Gorzide up at the top, however, he is not followed by his blue clanmates here. Complex, Anix and Rambo. Anix makes a mistake at the end here though. However, he does still finish 4th, so that does mean the round goes to A&E here, I believe. Yes, it does. So 8-7 here to A&E, so this is map point for them. If they can win this, bring it up to 9-7. It will put Spheriz once again on the back foot and put them 2-0 behind. However, the map is not yet over. Let's watch Tankrom here, see what kind of recovery he can make. He had a big crash last round. Gorzai going really close there, gets a slow down as he touches the CP. Tankrom risky and going over the inside. Uncons drops back already, so the round is pretty much equal here at the moment. Ben with a lot of speed, bring himself up to 1st place. Complex trying to overtake. Anix and Chibo are here as well. As if it's Ben and Tankrom versus Complex and Anix here. Tankrom crashes going through the 2 black pillars. Gorzide and Chibo overtake. However, if Ben gets 2nd place, he doesn't though, he crashes. Anix, however, falls down. Uncons is slightly behind. Who will get the next positions though? Will be a close round here, so A&E need the next position, which they will not get. So it's a blue round here. Rambo crashing as well means that the round now goes up to 8-8 here at the moment, so we're in for quite a thriller here at the moment. A thriller of who's going to make the most mistakes mostly. Uncon's certainly having trouble on this map, but he's still going here. Gets a little bump on the inside, so we'll drop back. Goes too wide again, had to slow down. However, he's not out of the round, he's not made a big crash yet. And he is following 4 blue players here at the moment. No big crashes being made by either team. As I say that, Gorzide clips the inside and Neeks clips the outside. Through the double black pillars, no major mistakes being made. Complex and Rambo still in the lead. Ben trying to not be overtaken by Uncons, but it won't be enough anyway. He still has to sacrifice a position, and the point will go to A&E. Bring it up to 9-8 at the moment. So Spheriz certainly putting up one hell of a fight here. Up on 8 points they are at the moment to A&E's 9. Is this when the fat lady sings for Spheriz, or will we be seeing map number 2 in the books as an A&E win? We see Uncons dropping back, however. Chibo overtaking into 2nd place, lot of speed, trying to catch Complex here, put him under a little bit of pressure. Chibo goes too close to the outside there, perhaps going a bit too much for the risk. Another blue player falling down. Is this finally going to be it for map number 2? We will see. Gorzide and Tankrom, the only ones left of Team Blue, and that's one dropping down for the red team. And Neeks, I believe, but it will not be enough. GG, 10-8 to A&E for map number 2. Fallen Kingdom going the way of A&E. And that is all she wrote for that map. 10-8. All credit in the world though for Spheriz bringing it that far. Yo Vanilli, nice to see you again, man. Hope you are well. Hope you are radiant. We picked Portrait. Oh, that's interesting. So, we want to Portrait next. Yo, Lockering, nice to see you, man. Hope you're well. How's everyone doing today anyway? Hope you're all well. Hope you're enjoying this match so far at least. Can't remember exactly what our lineup was in this map, but I'm trying to get as much people playing as possible. Fixing your cars for the season. Sounds like you do something involved with cars. Did you like my intuitiveness to figure that out there? This map is quite nice, yeah, it's one of the few I actually enjoyed. I'm doing alright, man. I'm finally recovered from my land flu. At least I think I have. Never know, it might come back to bite me now soon. One monster and one regular one. I'm interested. Hit me these details. If it's either one of two cars, I'm going to have to, like, hunt you down, though, and steal it. So you're one of those guys, you've got your work car and your race car. That'll be me in a few years, don't worry. So once again, we have Chibo, Tankrom, Gorzide and Ben in the lineup for Spheriz. So this will be map 3, Portrait by Soldier. Of course, banned by any was Lobster. As we won the map, so we were allowed to ban first. And then Spheriz' second pick was this. So, here we go. Map number 3. Will this signal the end of Spheriz' Trackmania Masters Team Cup 18, or will it signal a further map in the best of 5? Who knows? So, Again, Soldier, Anix, Uncons, and Complex for A&E. Soldier, the map maker, actually. And currently Deddy 5 holder. Versus Chibble, Ben, Tankrom, and Gorzide. So, I know A&E at least significantly more trained on this map. This beer Gorzide has made a mistake, though. We have Tankrom and Chibble here, part of the chasing pack for Team Blue. At the moment, looks as if Soldier and Complex are taking the top positions. Anix and Uncons here as the beautiful backup they are. With the 3rd and 4th places on lockdown. What can Chibble and Tankrom do at the end? Not much, going a bit too wide. But there we go, an ace for A&E in the first round. And there we go, so 1-0 to A&E at the moment. Let's see if they can continue and keep momentum in this map, or if they will fall by the wayside and allow Spheriz more rounds like they did last time. Of course, not taking anything away from Spheriz, they certainly took the opportunities they were given with good driving and consistency, but A&E are certainly a very capable team. I don't think Gorzide's going to be capable of much in this round, though. Early mistake along with Uncons and Tankroms. So let's go a bit further up to Ben here at the moment, who did have a bad position in the last round, but let's see what he can do here. I'll get a lot of speed going through here, looking to overtake Anix, which he does, going into 3rd position. This tight right-hander overtakes Complex as Complex hits the wall, or pole rather. Anix risking it, he's going to overtake him, but clips the inside, resulting in Ben taking the round, but it will still be a red round as Soldier gets 1st position. So good job there by the A&E boys to bring up to 2-0 also. So round number 3 here. A&E up to a good lead so far. Let's watch Complex this time though, going a bit too close to the inside. Oh, that was a mistake being made though. I believe that was perhaps Gorzide or Ben. Only Tankrom left here for the blue boys. Soldier and Anix still up in the lead here though. Soldier with a much more inside line, loses speed as a result. You see Anix and Complex overtaking. Soldier again going more inside. Does get better speed through the entry of the turn, but through the exit it's not as much. Does overtake here though with a better line going for the right-hander at the end, but who's going to have it up at the last corner? It is going to be Complex, followed by Soldier, Uncons and Anix for round number 3 on the board for A&E. Spheriz unfortunately unable to keep up at least in these rounds so far, but let's see if they can at least get a few rounds on the board. Let's watch Uncons this time. Our Turkish maestro. Oh, that was a mistake being made though, perhaps. Complex dropping down, let's take a look. It was Complex dropping down. Soldier as well has been claimed by the track so far. Been claimed by his own map, but I do not see Tankrom anywhere. Tankrom very far behind as well. Let's go up to Chibble and Ben, who are making an attempt to come back here. Ben, his attempt ended as soon as it started though, with Anix and Uncons, the dynamic duo up at the top. And they will secure the top 2 positions. Soldier getting 3rd means the round goes to A&E as well. So we're up to 4-0 at the moment. So is it going to be a quick match here for A&E? And just a reminder, since Easy's just popped in, A&E is 2 maps to 0 ahead at the moment. First map was won by A&E 7-3 I believe. Second map went to tennis mode, Fallen Kingdom. Went 10-8 to A&E, and currently we're 4-0 ahead on Spheriz map pick, which was Portrait. So let's focus on Chibble here at the moment, who again, as we see so often, points leader here for Spheriz. And he's showing why he's staying within the pack of red players here at the moment, slightly behind the lead, but definitely doing a good run here for Spheriz at the moment. Complex, Soldier and Anixto taking the top 3 positions. Means it will be another round for A&E. Despite Ben, Chibo and Tankrom's best efforts, some good times being driven there up at the top. So 5-0 to A&E up at the moment. 2 more rounds to finish it off, to bring it 3-0 of a convincing map score at least for A&E in the last map. Thank you for the follow, Lockering. Welcome, man. Appreciate it. Gorzite, however, drops down early. He will be at the back of the pack, so let's check out Tankrom, who's having a bit of trouble on this map, clearly. Not able to keep up as much as he was on the last maps. Ben going a bit wide there, has to release a little bit to avoid hitting the CP, and there is top 4 for A&E at the moment. What can Spheriz do to break the armada of red players in front of them? Oh, Tankrom's just dropping further and further back here, but Ben is trying to get himself in the fight, and he's picking fights and possibly winning them here, going inside, and does get all the way up to second as Ben. Great job there by him at the ending, and did manage to snipe the second place. Chibo overtaking Complex as well, but it was not enough for the round. Too many good positions for A&E, and it does put them on 6-0 match point here. Winner of this goes into the round of 16. Now, will it be A&E securing it now, or will it be Spheriz delaying this match even longer? Gorzide going for a lot of speed there with an outside pole. Not the best line there, but he's making it work, which is the main thing. Uncon's going really inside there, but he manages to make it work. Complex, Anix and Uncon's top 3 at the moment. Soldier trying to overtake as well. Chibo, good speed though. Complex has had to release. Oh, mistake being made. I believe that was from Tankrom. Gorzide and Chibo are going for it though. Can they do anything? The round is not theirs. The round is red, and it is GG. 7-0 on map number 3 means that the match is over. So there we go, that is the match over. Again, first map was Prodigy by Bastamon, which was won by A&E. The band map was Deep Rise by A&E, and then the map pick was Fallen Kingdom, which was won 10-8 by A&E. And then third map was Portrait, picked by Spheriz after Lobster was banned. So 3-0 has been the final score, and the match is over. A&E are onwards and upwards to the final 16.